Kerala, where around 116 people have died. 128 remain injured, whereas many are still feared to be trapped in Wayanad landslides. Army soldiers were airlifted by Indian Air Force aircraft to the landslide site for the rescue work. While the rescue operations are underway, Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan declared a 2-day state mourning for the loss of lives in the calamity. Now, there has been a massive damage to the life and property, and 3,600 people have been shifted to relief camps. Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced ex gratia of rupees 2 lakh for the family of the deceased. Meanwhile, former Wayanad MP Rahul Gandhi, who is set to visit accident site today along with Priyanka Gandhi, has cancelled the visit, citing adverse weather conditions and incessant rains in the region.
We are in Churalmala, Wayanad. This is one of the worst hit landslide locations in Kerala. Remember, this was a normal stream, but what you see here is absolute devastation. The landslide has resulted in huge rocks, a lot of soil coming crashing down at a great pace. Somewhere around 2 or 3 in the morning, this has led to at least 2 villages completely getting wiped off of sorts, and also the bridge that was across the stream has been completely devastated. In fact, in the first few hours of the rescue operation in the morning, the security forces, the rescue forces here, in fact, were struggling to get to the other side of this bridge. Finally, a zip line was put in place. The stream, the current was so high, and the quantum of water that was flowing also was much larger than what you see here. And they managed to get across to the other side of this bridge. What has happened is a lot of people were trapped under the debris. Many of them rescued, many of them have been found dead. And the government still doesn't know if there are others who are trapped under the debris, and that's the reason the rescue operation continues. Remember, you can see it's almost raining here. It's nearing midnight, but the rescue operation continues. All of them coming in big numbers, the NDRF, the Indian Army, we saw officials of the Indian Coast Guard as well, the police, the local civil defense, the state defense response force, all of them in big numbers here, trying to ensure that in the first 24 hours they can rescue as many people as possible. But the fear is the rain. There's more prediction of rain, and that could hamper the rescue operation, increase the risk of further landslides.
Well, this breaking input we are tracking in from Kerala, where the Wayanad death toll has risen now to 146. 143 postmortems are complete, and they were carried out throughout the night. Now, rescue operations have also resumed. So these are the latest inputs that we are tracking at this point of time, where the death toll in Wayanad has risen to 146. Now, joining us on the broadcast is our colleague Neetu. A very good morning, Neetu. What more details are we tracking from the ground, and what is the situation like?
The death toll is rising by every hour that we are seeing. And yesterday we had been reporting that the Mundakai area, that is where the access have been difficult, and only by evening the officials were able to reach there. The fire force, the NDRF, has been working from early morning yesterday, and then the army teams have also come in and helped them. And now the rescue operations have resumed. Last night till about 11:30, this rescue operations were continuing in Churalmala area. Last night also it started raining, and the rescue operations were halted for the day. This morning now it has again resumed. The situation in Mundakai, that is something which everyone is scared about or worried about right now, because once the rescue teams reaches there at that point, that's when we'll understand the extent of this damage. Right from early morning, it's like that entire area has been washed away. From Chaliyar River, about 23 bodies were found. The body parts were found from that. So now, early in the morning in Chaliyar River, in Nilambur, in Malappuram district also, the search will be restarting now. So these are all operations that are going on. The army team is trying to reconstruct the bridge which has been washed away there, so that more equipments like the JCB and everything can reach up to Mundakai. all efforts are on to see if more lives can be saved. There are many people who are stuck there who is being brought back to safety at the moment.
Right, Neetu, thank you so much for bringing in all those details. But joining us on the broadcast is our colleague Harish also. Very good morning, Harish. What seems to be the state's worst monsoon disaster since 2018. Take us through the challenges on the ground that are being faced by the administration and rescue forces, especially in this ecologically sensitive region.
Well, multiple challenges. Remember, most of these areas that have been hit by major landslides have also seen a significant amount of rain since yesterday. But thankfully, no reports of more landslide today, and that's the reason why last night the rescue operation at Churalmala was, in fact, stopped at around 11 o'clock because there was a risk that if there was more heavy rain, then there could be more landslides which could affect the rescue workers, so they had to suspend it. It is resumed today. Multiple challenges now. The fact that this has several homestays and resorts indicate that the government will find it difficult to have an exact estimate of how many people perhaps are at each property, and that's the reason, despite first attending to people who've been spotted by rescue workers, now they will have to look at other aspects. That's the reason they're pressing in dog squad to see if that can find any clues about anybody stuck underneath the debris. That's one challenge. The second is the terrain itself. Remember, there are places where even the excavators, taking them there, the huge ones, is a challenge, and they have to be mindful of the fact that there could be smaller landslides on the way, and these are some of the challenges. In fact, the health authorities have geared up to attend to everyone who comes to the health facility. Multiple ambulances have been stationed. Even yesterday, we've seen just at this one location, at least 2-3 dozen ambulances ferrying injured and dead, and at least a dozen more which was kept on standby. And today, as Neetu was suggesting, there would be areas which haven't even been visited by rescue workers. That will happen today, and they will perhaps have to look at other smaller houses that have been washed away. Many people washed away a good few kilometers away from where the landslide has stuck. So all these are the challenges that the rescue workers will face on the day 2 of this major disaster, major landslide that has struck Kerala.
Right, Harish, thank you so much for bringing in all those details. Well, clearly there is a lot of damage to life and property. Rescue operations have resumed this morning.